kinds of psychic abilities. We're also going to be talking about spirit guides. We're going to be talking about earthbound spirits, all of that good stuff. So I know I've touched on some of these points before, but I never really went into detail. So we're going to go into that tonight, and we're going to kickstart by doing a meditation that sharpens the third eye. So the third eye is right here. So you actually have one here, and one to the back. Okay. So what we're going to do is, as usual, I want to just ring a gong, and you guys should have gotten your gongs by now because we're space clearing. And also you guys should have been doing some space clearing, gotten your plants and your crystals. So, you know, we've gotten rid of all that electromagnetic residue. And so now we are ready to start charging up the psychic abilities and all of that. So we're going to do a quick meditation. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a few deep breaths and just relax. Just visualize you're by the ocean, by the river. You're just chilling. Just let all of that, just drain all of that energy, all of that, you know, if you've been going through anything, if you've been feeling any kind of tension, just visualize it draining out of your body. And then I just want you to visualize that you have an eye right here. And then I just want you to visualize that it's closed. And I want you to just visualize that it's gently and softly opening. So just visualize that you have that eye right there and it is opening. And it is opening and getting wider. And then now it just really looks like an eye that is open. And I want you to just visualize blue light beaming from it, very sharp, very protruding. And what this is doing is this is giving you your third eye flush. This is what is called a third eye flush. Just visualize any kind of, you know, blockages, any kind of residue, any kind of things that are blocking your third eye to just be dissolved right now. And this dissolved in that blue light, and I want you to just beam that blue light out into the universe and just flush your third eye. And just flush your third eye and just visualize. Wow, you feel that? You feel your head raising? Isn't that amazing? So just visualize that out into the universe and just sit and just, wow, I can actually feel my head just stimulated right now. So take a few deep breaths and then just basically calm yourself back down. Very simple, very potent. Another exercise that you can do is you can stare at an object. So you can stare at an object at the wall, or you can stare at a candle. Staring at a candle flame is very potent in waking up your psychic abilities and your clairvoyance abilities. So I hope you guys enjoyed that meditation. It was simple, it was short, but doing something as simple as that in the mornings will definitely help in terms of opening your third eye, flushing it out, making sure that it is able to see clear. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna tap right into if I can find my notes, I want to go into the different kinds of psychic abilities that we may have. So I don't know who is basically in tune with what psychic abilities are, but you have different ones. Some people have some more than others, and some people have all of them. So the first one is clairvoyance, and this is your ability to basically see visions, you know, past, present, or future, and you get to see these visions in your mind eye. So it's kind of like a daydream, it's kind of like a vision, it's kind of like a dream, but you get them in your waking state. So that is basically what it means to be clairvoyant. Is like you're able to see, especially distant events, events that you're not close to, and you're just able to see them in your mind's eye. You're able to pick up, you're able to see things happening before they do, while they're happening, and even in the past. So the other one is clear audience, which means that you have clear hearing. So clear hearing is when you hear songs, when you hear telepathy, like you get a pick up a message from somebody, like you get a vibes to call somebody, like somebody send out a message to you. That is like you hearing like somebody calling your name. A lot of people, I've heard psychics say that they could actually hear people talking about them. So those things, being able to, even songs are messages. Being able to pick up certain messages from songs is also being clear audience. Okay. And then you have clear sentience, which is just a feeling, a knowing. So it's kind of like you can feel a vibes, you can pick up a vibes, you can pick up energies from some place, pick up energies from somebody, so it's kind of like a all knowing. And when you just know something, your spirit just knows something, you just know a kind of vibe. So that is what clear sentience is like you can just feel vibes, you can feel energy, you can pick up the vibes of a person, of a place. You just go someplace and you say, the place not too feel too so right, it not resonate with my spirit, or you meet somebody and them not resonate with your spirit, them kind of way. There is, it's the same kind of thing. You can pick up those things. It's like a inner knowing. It's kind of same way like when a mother knows that her child is getting into trouble, or something bad is happening to them child. It's kind of like that inner knowing. You don't know how you know, you just kind of just know. And especially if you tap into like the Akashic records, which we're going to go into another show, then those things would be easy for you to tap into. And then you have clear, I don't even remember what it's called, but it's the clear, oh my god, I forgot. I went and I write it down. It's when you have clear scent, which means that you can smell. So sometimes, when you I don't know how to get rid of them. Okay, let me shift over. You guys are something else. So like when you get a scent, and it's kind of like one of your ancestor relatives, or you just pick up a vibes and a scent, or maybe like if you're getting a vision, one of them visions or a premonition, you might get something. So maybe like you're getting a premonition of an accident, and you're going to smell burning tires, or you're smelling the car burn, or you're smelling certain things. Those things are also being able to tap into your psychic abilities. Like you just get this smell out of nowhere, like a sweet smell. I always know when like my grandmother visit, because it just have this, she just have this rose smell, because she used to love rose. And that's one of the reasons why I work with a lot of rose in my cosmetics as well, because it's like a tribute to my grandma, because she used to plant a rose garden and she used to sell roses and stuff like that. So anytime I smell them kind of smell, I kind of know it's her. And also sometimes when mother country, and you will like sit outside, and then you will smell something, and you will say, you smell that, and your parents them will lick you and say, shh, don't say nothing, because usually it's them other spirits come around, and they don't really want you to talk down or say certain things about them, because sometimes, just like humans, it's not all of them going to have a nice and pleasant smell. You know what I'm saying? So that's the ability to do that. And you also have clear tasting, which is while you're having these premonitions, you're able to taste. Like even sometimes when I'm dating someone and they're eating certain things, I can actually taste it in my mouth. I can actually taste what they're eating. It's so crazy. But you have that kind of ability as well, that kind of psychic ability. And then you have, so a clear sentience is a feeling about something, and then you have clear knowing, which is just you just know stuff that you wouldn't normally know. So it's kind of like you just know stuff about, you can just pick up something about somebody that they didn't really tell you, because like that's what I do when I do readings for people. Okay, so now that we finished that part, I want to go into ways that you can definitely improve your psychic abilities. And of course, uno no say the first thing that I'm gonna say is meditate, meditate, meditate. Get that meditation going. Simple. There's so many different forms of meditation. You have word sound meditation where you're chanting, where you're like nam myoho renge kyo, you're chanting different mantras. Okay, blessings will do. And so you have these different mantras, of course, do your research, make sure that, what you're chanting is resonating with you and that it has meaning for you. So you have that form of meditation. Most people are familiar with the kind of meditation where you just sit and try to quiet your mind. That kind of meditation doesn't really work for me. So I prefer like guided meditations where you just basically follow what the person who is doing the meditation is basically guiding you to do. So that's just like one of my favorite meditations. And you also have subconscious meditations. You have meditations that are like based on sound frequencies that you can just listen to, and those are subconscious as well. So it's just, you need to meditate at least 10 to 15 minutes every morning. Even just 5 minutes is good, but 10 to 15 minutes, if you can get that in your schedule, trust me, your whole life will thank you for it. And a lot of times when you think that you don't have time, that is the time when you need to meditate. So meditating on a regular basis, and a lot of people, they're like, oh Minka, how you're so psychic, this that I've been doing meditation since I was like 10. It's like, yes, you can. All of us, to me, were born with psychic abilities and intuitive gifts. I'm not no better than anybody else. It's just that I've been doing things over the years to hone my abilities. Okay, so and now I'm like basically sharing these tools with you guys. So meditation, very important up there, very key. 10 to 15 minutes daily. Sit and quiet, your mind, quiet yourself, quiet your space. Also, trust is very important. So you really need to learn to trust that inner voice and basically put out. A lot of people are very fearful of tapping into those abilities. Let me just say, everything is intention, and if you have pure intention, if you don't have no evil intention and no negative intention, you're not going to attract any kind of dark forces. You can only attract where your level is at. And if that is not your intention, you're not going to attract that. Okay, so trust is very important, that you trust yourself and you trust your abilities to be able to just know, like you're saying to yourself that, okay, me I go try listen to my spirit now, and me I go trust my spirit now. You have to come from that space instead of, boy, Jano, oh my God, I'm fearful, me no want no, me no, me no want these abilities to open up. You can't be coming from that place. And let me tell you, if you're naturally psychic, then it's not something that you can run from. I tried. Doesn't really work. You can't really run from yourself. And it's a nice tool to have, to use to navigate your daily life. So also, the voice of intuition is soft. So a fearful voice is not usually a voice of intuition. A voice that really forces you to do stuff is like not really a voice of intuition either. So really and truly, you want to listen to that soft voice, that gentle voice. It kind of like, it's very unassuming, that gentle voice that says, pick up that extra vegetable at the supermarket, and when you reach home, your mother did want it, or your wife or your husband did want it, or that spirit that said, turn down the lane here, instead of your regular route to go home, and when you realize accident got happen around this or the road block up. So that is like, you know, that like a gentle voice that sometimes you really need to trust that. So a lot of people are like, how do I identify? So that is one of the reasons how you, that is one of the ways how you identify that voice, you know what I mean? And so devotion, so you have to be devoted to yourself. So this is where self-care comes in, and being devoted to better yourself is something that you have to work at. You can't just say, "Cha, more improve my psychic abilities and my intuition," and you don't work at it. It's just like exercising. You know what I'm saying? The more you put in, the more exercise you do is the more you will develop your abilities. So it is very important that you do the meditation, that you devote yourself to do these exercises that I'm explaining to you right now. Energetic clearing is also very important. So you guys need to be cleansing your chakras very regularly. You need to be cleansing your aura regularly. And we've discussed how we do that. Salt baths, spending time in nature, sea baths, river baths, grounding exercises, chakra work, chakra exercises. All of those things will help with energetic clearing. We did discuss, unfortunately, I didn't get to I didn't get to save last week's show, so I'm gonna have to do another show about that. But you guys you need to clear your space, you know, burn sage, burn Palo Santo, do, you know, ring this, you know, bells in your house to break up electromagnetic residue, bring in plants and crystals in your house so that you can raise the vibration. You can keep the energy clear in your house, and you can raise the vibration. Because if you have a lot of electromagnetic residue, please remember that being psychic and being intuitive is your natural ability. So what we're really trying to remove are the residues and the blockages that really like stop this, you know, basically stop us from hearing our inner self then, or hearing our higher voice. So you want to be doing a lot of energetic clearing on yourself and also on your home. And then you want to practice to be present in the moment. You don't want to be worrying a lot. If you worry a lot, it's going to be very hard for you to listen to your intuition. It's going to be very hard for those messages to come through. If you are constantly focusing on the past, it's also going to be very difficult for the messages to come through. It's very good to be present and in the moment and being focused on where you are right now. You need to practice compassion. You know, you need to practice unconditional love and compassion. And when I say unconditional love, I'm not saying that you need to make people walk all over you, but you need to understand that things happen. Nobody is perfect. And, you know, you really need to have compassion for people and try to look at where they are coming from. Don't take things personally. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of times you might be in situations where you're hurt, but it's good to just try to look at the other person and where they're coming from. Sometimes, most times it's from fear. Most times it's from insecurities and all of those things. So you still send them love. You still have compassion for them. You know what I mean? And practice that compassion when, you know, you know, so how many times I've been out in the road, you know, out in the streets, and I go and people miserable, and I'm like, so me not get no smile today. Oh, I'll go on. And them just smile, you know. And first time, I used to give them back an attitude. I go and see them face makeup, and I say, boy, I don't look like somebody get no customer service. So I'm going to place there, I'm going to start get miserable myself and Ray. But no, I change the vibes now and have compassion, because all of them people there, them depend them foot all day, them hardly make no money, them always, you know, sometimes them have to deal with other people that's so inconsiderate. So always try to practice compassion. Even if your first reaction is to get upset with someone, try to bring back yourself to a point of having compassion for them and having understanding from where they're coming from. Because it's only hurt people. So if somebody's going to get angry at you, if somebody's going to say things about you, all of these things, you know, it's really, I don't know. Usually it's just good to just have compassion for them, because they can't be coming from a happy place, if you understand what I'm saying. So The other thing that you need to practice are things that open your third eye. And I was the exercise that we did earlier. Hopefully, I could save this video and post it on my YouTube so who missed that meditation can see it. But you could do that meditation. You could also practice staring into a flame, and also practice staring onto a still object. You could also practice like looking like this. This is a meditation that also open your third eye, yeah, when your eye cast. Me still love to do this when me a little picnic just for the fun of it. Little did I know. Little did I know. And you could also do this as well on the tip of your nose. And just practicing doing things like that will actually open your third eye. I mean, I can just feel it right now. So, and even the exercise that we were doing earlier, I could actually feel my crown chakra expanding. So they're simple, but they're very powerful. And there you go again with devotion and mindfulness. So you have to be devoted and be doing these practices on a regular. Okay. So the next thing is gratitude. Y'all thought I was going to leave that out. Nope. You have to be practicing gratitude. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to raise your vibration, to get you out of funk. Books about meditation. You know, YouTube is the best bet right now. There are so many. Jason Stevenson has an amazing one, a nice singing bowl one for heart chakra, and other meditations to put you to bed. There are so many different meditations on YouTube. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is on there. Meditations for manifestations is on there. Just go to YouTube because there's so many books, you know what I'm saying? And the videos to me are faster. You learn faster from them because then you're guided and you can go along with the guidance that you're getting. If you're going to read the book, no, you're probably not going to know how to pronounce the chant them, you know, and all of these things. So take it step at a time. And if when you are guided, the book will show up. And that's a pointer. I'm going to research that. I do have some books on meditation. I was actually supposed to do that. My y'all, big up Indian Princess Joelle. She's assisting me. I'm so happy to have her on my team. She made the bad flyer them, and we're gonna be doing some work together. Thanks for reminding me. I think you need to jot that down, that we need to do that. So we need to I'm definitely going to be posting that, books on meditations and stuff like that. Okay, so gratitude, the magic book. If you haven't gotten that book yet, please to get it. Okay, Joel, can you type that for me, please? I don't know if I can pin it. The Magic Book by Rhonda Byrne, so that they can get that book, practice the exercises. Make sure that you're practicing gratitude exercises every single day. Try to live in gratitude, and that will also keep you mindful and help you to develop your psychic abilities. Okay. And so also another thing that you can do is join a psychic class, a psychic group. You know, this is not any competition. You know, I'm not no better than you. I'm not on no higher level than you. We're all in this together. You know what I'm saying? I can learn from you. You can learn from me. Never ever go to a psychic who act like them all that and them know it all and them have. This is why I post when I'm going through shit on my social media page, so y'all can understand. Say it's not me being up here and acting like I'm better than y'all, and you know I know more than y'all, and I am more psychic than y'all, and all of that. None of that. You know, join groups. Do, you know, go to lives like this. Search, put out the intention, and you will attract. You know what I'm saying? So you can go to groups like this. You can hire like a psychic teacher or somebody that's into to readings and stuff like that. Please do not go to any psychic that tell you that you have no curse upon you. Okay? Because that is just taking your power right away. And definitely do not give them no damn money to take off no curse off of you. That's just wasting your damn money. Okay? Don't let anybody take your power away from you like that. Do not go to any psychic that can tell you that they can tell you your future. Nobody can do that. There are 3,000 different possibilities in every single moment. And everything is up to you. A psychic can assess what is going on in your vortex and give you possibilities. It's up to you. at the end of the day, it's always up to you, and nothing is ever set in stone. And don't go to no psychic watch charge, one bag of money for do this and one bag of money for do that, and all of them something that you have to do one next spell and you have to do one next this and you have to do one next that. No. When you come to us in the Mystic Circle, after you get your consultation, you get empowering tools, okay, to go and work on yourself, to empower yourself. We not in a no curse. Them shit are some 3D shit where we not vibrate pan no more. We not vibrate pan them level there. So we give you tools to raise your vibration. So even if people into them shit, it's not gonna touch you. You understand what I'm saying? And you yourself don't need to get involved in any of those things once you're vibrating high. Do you understand what I'm saying? Keep the vibration high, and you don't have to worry about no dark forces. You don't have to worry about no bad spirits and all of them something there. Yes, you have earthbound spirits that might come around you from time to time, and sometimes them do get feisty, especially when you're getting into more psychic abilities and stuff. Like the spirits that come around me sometime, when them want to give me a message, like they'll come around. I mean, not pay them no mind. They'll start boxing things down. They'll start getting loud in my ears. Just like if you watch Ghost, with Whoopi Goldberg and Patrick Swayze, the same way how the ghost was loud in her ears and kept singing and antagonizing her and all of these things. Yeah. So, I don't want to go into that part just yet, into spirit guides. Well, let me just, so psychic groups, getting a psychic, person to help you, third eye meditations. Okay, so here's a fun one that you can have. So you could get somebody to give you like a photo of somebody that is in their family, and you try to read up that photo. So you try to read up if the person has children, what kind of work they did, what kind of personality they had, what were their hobbies. That's fun. And I've done psychic classes that I had to do that, and that's so cool. And you could also, like, if you have a friend, you could call them and try to tap into their energies and see, what you could feel and what you can and vibe, and then you could play it off them and see if you're picking up, what you're picking up is really so. You could basically guess who's calling you on the telephone, things like that. Like even when you're watching TV, you could get certain things. And those things will basically train. Also, I just want to make a pointer before I forget. Sometimes you follow your spirits and then something happens that seems bad or negative. That doesn't mean your spirit was not guiding you correctly. Sometimes your spirit guides you to allow certain things to happen that needs to happen, if you understand what I'm saying. So certain truths that are probably hard to deal with will come out that way. So sometimes when spirit guides you, what is going on? Oh, Jesus. Anyways, so always follow your intuition. And the way you're going to know, and the way how you're going to learn to trust your intuition, is if you follow the voices and then see what happens. So when you get a voice, when your spirit tells you a certain things, or a call a certain person, or just follow through and see where it takes you. Also journal often. Journaling is one of my favorite things to do. I love to just write to myself, write my thoughts, write how I'm feeling. So as somebody who people are always coming to me for help, it's really hard to find people that I can talk to. And especially to explain how I'm feeling, because sometimes I don't even know how I'm feeling or why I'm feeling like this, because a lot of times I'm tapping into the collective and all of that. So writing in your journal, and if you intend to be a writer, writing in your journal is excellent, because I didn't even expect to be a writer, but now that I'm writing some of my spiritual books, a lot of stuff that I am putting into them, I'm remembering from my journals. So journaling is really good. Exactly. And also remember to write your dreams down, okay? And also try when you are around people, try to not just look at their bodies, but try to look at their auras or the energy that extends and see what kind of color you could pick up. Try to pick up if it's sharp, if it's smooth, if it's jagged, try to pick up that kind of vibes and see what you get as well. Tuning into pets, so watching fishes swim, playing with cats, tuning into cats. When I was smaller, I would watch ants for hours. I would watch grasshoppers, butterflies. Like, doing those things actually improve your psychic abilities as well. Also visiting old places. So I love to go to places like plantations where there are spirits, to see what I can pick up and feel. I can always, like, the other day I was in St. Anne and I was driving around and I'm like, you feel them slave spirits? Like, I could just feel them looking out at me. Like, can you feel them? Oh my God. And we drove around and we found maybe like 3 or 4 plantations in that little area. There were like 3 or 4 gray houses and we visited. I'm gonna say, dopey pure spirit. We said the spirit them strong, and it is like in some kind of remote area too, so I don't know whole heap of development that I saw. Oh my God, turn up. So it's just like visiting sites like that. And even when I went to like St. Kitts as well, St. Kitts is not a very developed place. I'm gonna tell us, a pure slave spirit over there. So going to these remote areas, these places where you can tune into nature, or you feel like it's really like some ancient antique places, you could really like, because it's away from all the radiation and all the distractions and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's one. And also, please, if you're into dreams, please to make sure that you have a dream book that you write down your own symbols. So a really good book to get is The Mystical, Marvelous, Magical Book of Dreams, or World of Dreams, something like so, by Wild, W-I-L-D-D-E, I think her name is, something another like so. It's a purple book, but I'm sure if you type it in, you could easily get it. But it's very important to develop your own dream symbols. Like, so for example, for me, anytime I dream something I eat meat, I know so somebody close to me gonna die. The sweeter the meat tastes in the dream, and the closer is the more me I go cry. So I know so that is one symbol I noticed over the years, that because of my writing down my dreams is something that I can pay attention to. And your dreams really help you to warn you, about certain situations that you may not be aware of, and they also help to get you ready for opportunities. Okay, so you really need to be writing down your dreams and also writing down symbols and what they mean to you. Animal symbols is also something good. So say for example, if you see a certain animal, and then something happened, then you can say, that animal is a correlation or like a message for that certain thing, if you overzoom, may I say. So learn to create your own symbols. Learn to create your own like a way of how the universe is talking to you. Them kind of way they're like, anytime I see feathers and silver, little coins and them stuff on the road, that's just like my way of saying, yes, and my ancestor them the road, my angels them. So, you can create your own little symbols for when you see them on TV or when you see them anywhere, they mean something for you. And then that is like your own like oracle, that is like your own like a message. What else? Take frequent walks in nature. I don't need to say this twice, right? Nature walks in forests. I love to walk in forests, go on hikes, by the beach, by the river, by the lake, in the treetop, just in your garden, just walking barefoot on your lawn. Oh my God, my battery's gonna die. Oh, well, let's see how far it goes. But yeah, so that, taking frequent walks in nature. And also I'm gonna post books about psychic development as well. So I'm gonna post about books on meditation, and I'm gonna post about books that will help you to develop your psychic abilities, okay? And now we're going to look at, let me see if I covered all of my grounds. Now we're going to look at crystals that actually enhances your psychic abilities. You know, so I'm gonna look for my crystal them because they're really like these things work. I'm telling you, when I'm doing my readings and I put my crystals out and I'm wearing my crystals, okay, I will post everything. Yes, up at the river, and I'm posting my and I'm wearing my crystals. I tap into the messages way easier. Like I don't even have to try. Like I just get the messages for whoever I need to get them from. So my crystals are very good. Moonstone, I love my moonstone, and when I wear my moonstone, I notice that I am very psychic. Like my psychic abilities turn up all the way through the roof. So moonstone is very potent. Moonstone is very good at developing your intuitive abilities. It's also very good at balancing your I love moonstones because my head get crazy when I full moon. Me not gonna tell no lie. Yo, wanna stop going like to say. Me admit my faults them. I'm crazy, like sometimes shit bother me, I'ma snap, I'ma just can't bother, I'ma get frustrated, I'ma get miserable. Me a human, like most time people that are the one thing, I'm a little moody vibes, right? Where I suck on me, get my downloads, and them thing that people want to crucify me for. Like look how many other things my offer. You know them kind of way there. So anyways, my moonstone helped me to balance my like a crazy head, especially when it's the full moon or the new moon, and if you notice that you're affected by the moon cycles, yes, and during like your period or stuff like that, then you could get the moonstone. Malachite is also a very good stone. It's very protective. It absorbs negative energies and it basically helps you to see past. So it helps you to see through people and it helps you to see past certain negative situations and see the truth in them. Azurite is also Azurite is also a good crystal. I'm gonna have to probably make a post about these, and or you can rewatch the video. But Azurite gives a lot of intuition, insight, and also intellect. It's a very good business person stone and also helps to keep your mind clear. So that's Azurite. It stimulates the third eye chakra, and it's just basically one of the best ways to stimulate the third eye chakra is to use stones that resonate with it. So you can basically meditate with these stones. You can put them on your crown chakra, you could put them on your third eye chakra and just meditate with them, or you can hold them in your hand and just meditate with them, or you can just put them on your meditation table. I like to have them on me when I'm meditating. So labradonite clears all of your chakras. So all kind of chakra work really boosts your psychic abilities and your intuition because you're just really clearing so that the channel can have free flow. You know what I'm saying? So labradonite, yes, I know rose quartz is for love, but we're discussing crystals for your intuition and your psychic abilities tonight. So labradonite clears your chakras, awakens intuitive and psychic abilities, and then clear quartz is also very good. So clear quartz basically clears the air and also clears your headspace, clears your mind. Keep your thoughts clear, keep your mind clear of doubts. So it clears energies and it allows you to receive communication from those higher sources. It brings a lot of clarity of mind. Aquamarine is also good. And by the way, we have most of these crystals at our hub and you could order them right now, most of them. So aquamarine is also very calming and soothing, and it helps to bring clarity as well. It's good for communication, developing your intuition, and it is good for meditation. It will bring you a lot of truth and knowledge from higher self. Amethyst is also very good. It's very protective. I sleep with the amethyst under my bed. You can sleep with it under your pillow. I've actually started to sleep with my crystals because the other day I felt like my energy was being drained too much and I needed the extra protection. So I actually sleep on a bed of crystals. You just have to know how to place them so that they don't really get uncomfortable. But amethyst is really good to sleep with. It helps you to remember your dreams. It helps you to get prophetic dreams. It really helps to open your crown chakra. It's good to meditate with like a amethyst cluster on your forehead or on your crown. Yes, Miss Denise 366. You know what's up. Celestite is very uplifting. It develops psychic abilities. It helps you to keep contact with your angels, your spirit guides, and your guardian angels. Opens you up to higher chakras and opens you up to clear audience, clear sentience, and being clear sensitive. So that's celestite. So Celestite. And moss agate is also good at balancing the left side and the right side of the brain. So that helps to bring in your manifestation abilities easier, and also helps to balance your chakras as well. So what else? What am I missing out? So now I think I have some time, not much, to talk quickly about spirit guides. And I mean, all of us have spirit guides. We have different amount of spirit guides. What I notice about my spirit guides are very fun and jovial, just like me, and they will give me pure joke, you know what I'm saying? But first time I used to be very rude to my spirit guides. So when they would tell me certain things that I need to do and it was out of my comfort zone, I would cuss them off. I would tell them some not do it. They need to leave me alone. I would have real cuss out fights with them in my house. And it would get to a point where, you know, when you have friends and you want them. Yes, owls are very meaningful. I've been seeing a lot of owls myself. So owls are very mystic. They're all about wisdom. So you can Google the symbolic meaning. If you guys have any animals that you're coming across, you can just Google the symbolic meanings of these animals, and also try to find out who your totem animals are by Googling just that. There's a quiz online that you could take to find out the animals or the animal beings that resonate with you. Okay, so yeah, so my spirit guides, I mean, everybody have spirit guides. Sometimes when I hear them, they may come across like my own voice, but really and truly, I can actually hear them differently. Because I remember like one time I was just like saying that I was lonely, and I heard them being like, so we are what? Chop liver? You know, and you know, I heard another one was like, yeah man, I saw the girl ungrateful, and they just started making me laugh. So, you know, a lot of times when I disobey my spirit guides, what happens is that I will just wake up and there are different spirit guides. And the spirit guides will start feeling like soldiers, like they're very strict. So they're not soft and nice and sweet like my usual spirit guides, who kind of tend to have my personality. Now, apparently, your spirit guides are just higher forms of yourself or just other forms of you, you know. So it's hard to explain the spirit world, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's necessarily like, you know, spirits outside of yourself or just, you know, energies or entities or whatever. I just know that I feel them, I see them. Like, for example, when my regular spirit guides, they just fun, they're nice, you know, they're chummy. And then my other spirit guides, when I disobey, because there was a time when I used to tell my spirit guides that I don't want no message. Like, for example, they would give me a message for somebody and I would tell the person, and then the person would ignore me, or the person would not respond to my message. I'm ashamed. I mean, I said, oh no, better no give me no more message like minery. Oh, that's another point in building up your psychic abilities. If you get a message for somebody, please to tell them, dream or just a psychic message, please to tell them. Don't follow me. Swallow your pride and just deliver the message. And it doesn't matter how people want to take it. Like, no, I just deliver my message. Never let it be said, amen, hallelujah, that me can never try, that me can never deliver the message what spirit did I send me for God deliver. You know, them kind of way there. Because I've lived with that guilt, you know. I've lived with getting messages for people and having premonitions about accidents, not delivering, and it went fatal. So I don't want that to happen to me again. So I don't care if people want boof me now. You know, when I do get messages, I will deliver. But the thing about it is, like, back then, when I used to get messages, me used to say me not want it, especially when my mediumship abilities was coming to the forefront, and them one bag of dopey, I run with down and I give me messages for them people, and I'm just like, y'all stop haunting me, leave me alone, like, I don't want this. I run away. Every minute me I book tickets for somewhere else. I'm going to New York, I'm going to fly. I'm trying to run away from my damn self, and them still a follow me. Bird here, strange animal there. I'm just like, okay. So I had to stop running, and during them times I had a dream how I went to the Ascended Masters, and I was in this big old hall, and I had to be walking up the hall. I call it the walk of shame, because I was so ashamed, and the spirits them must say, when will she learn? When will she get it? Don't you know that she can't run away from herself? But she's the one who signed up for this. Like, you're gonna hear them chatting me. So when we reach up to the Ascended Masters, them know they were telling me that, oh, remember that you chose this path, and you know you have to embrace your gifts, and you know this is basically what you got them for, to come and to share and to enlighten people and to help people and all these things. So you can't really run from it, you can't really run from yourself. So but anytime I'm fooling around and like I'm being complacent, and my spirit guides will change, because I will have my spirit guides around me. Like, for example, I remember maybe like a year or so ago, my spirit guides were on me. Publish your songs, 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 publish your songs. And I kept saying, why? Like, me not do my music no more. Me give up on that dream there. Like, forget about it, you know? And I kept hearing, publish my songs, publish my songs. Fast forward to now, when me I get show out of nowhere, when I get in all these opportunities for music out of nowhere, you know, producers want to work with me. It's like, I'm like, shit, it's a good thing I did fight with them, but it's a good thing I did eventually publish my songs. And I so-called missed out on some opportunities, and that's exactly what they said. They're like, if you don't publish your songs, you're going to miss out on opportunities. So things like that is what they will tell me, like, publish your songs. So they will come to me and will tell me those things. And I remember even like a year or so ago, they kept saying to me to get ready for a healing hub. And I mean, I said, me don't have no money for do nothing like them, something they know. And me, we make a find money for do them something, they will make a find money for stock it and buy a massage table and this and that. And they're like, get ready for a healing hub, a wellness hub. Get your act together. And I eventually just have to do what I say, and see, everything is just unfolding. And remember, me tell you, so when you get that when you get that spirit, I tell you to do something, start a project, write that book, you know what I'm saying, go somewhere, call somebody, check in on somebody, follow your spirit, follow your guidance. You know, you're just gonna know by trial and error, by listening and going along and seeing how it's gonna work out. Because I mean, I remember and then so what happens when I'm fooling around and I don't want to get ready, I have my spirit guides change out. And what I get are some soldier spirit guides who would just, if made up on social media waste time, you will hear them in my head. You need to get off social media. Come. Let's go. And then if I don't listen to them, my phone start freeze up. I kid you not. Like, them serious. Like, my fast I forget into gear. Like, you know, they really guide me. I mean, my spirit guides are so close. So anything I tell about last time I host them, tell me exactly where it is. Like, exactly where it is. Or they will say, go to the bathroom. And then me I say, but it's not in here. And then by the time I come out of the bathroom, them say, look so. I'm see the thing. Like, it never fails. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about listening and trusting them, because I never used to trust them. You know what I'm saying? I never used to trust them. Not that I never used to trust them, but I never want to listen because I play stubborn. Sometimes I cut off my nose to spite my face. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like really and truly, it just really, and when you meditate, that is important. When you get that that guidance, that is what you act on. You understand? So that is what is going to get rid of the confusion and you're not knowing what to do, because sometimes the message that you get to act on don't make no damn sense. I remember when I was having my cosmetic line launch, and I never have no sponsor. I don't really like big money. You know, them kind of way. There was kind of short notice, so you know, the corporate people wasn't coming through for me, and my spirit kept telling me certain people that I need to message. And I remember this man did come to me for help one time, and he was a chef, and I kept saying, "How that man gonna help me?" And the last time him come to me, he was down, like, you know, him was going through him thing, and me I say, oh, and my spirit kept saying, call him, and I'm like, I don't know the man like that, the man don't know me like that, like, why are you going to call the man? Call the man. Listen, I call Chef, and he's like one of my dearest best friends now. We need for call him back right now. Man is a customer, so I treat him bad, but he's like one of my dearest friends now. And, you know, I'm really looking forward to doing a lot more work with him, because the man just come through for my lunch, yo. And when me tell us that the food turn up, him cook soup and chicken pasta and shrimp pasta and just like all these like a delicacies, and the people them did just have a ball. And a lot of people that my spirit said, call this person to get some wine, and call this person to get some bread and make a bread pudding, and everything just flowed. And everybody that my spirit said to reach out to came through for me. And everybody that my spirit they tell me to reach out to that I never reach out to, when them find out some I've launched, them call me and cuss me. I'm gonna say, yes man, I deserve that. Your overs come, my spirit did tell me to call you. You know, so you really need to listen, and sometimes it don't make no logical sense, and sometimes it's a tell if you call somebody and that person is going to give you a links to somebody else. So sometimes it's not necessarily that person. And also another thing that I want to point out is that sometimes when like we're standing up in I remember when I was having my show and I wanted somebody to do some Indian dancing for me. And of course, you know, I was kind of like on a budget, and I didn't want, you know, I couldn't really hire no expensive person. And I was standing in the line, and these people were playing around, and usually I would get so mad and upset, and I would be like, yo, what is wrong with these people? And would you believe, so when them stop chat and laugh, by the time they stopped chatting and laughing and I paid my bill, by the time I was coming out, I saw an Indian lady coming in. I'm gonna say, do you know anybody that do Indian dancing? And the lady said, yes, my daughter. And I said, how much you charge me? And the woman just charged me a little fee what I could have more than afford. And I'm like, look at that. So, and I've seen that happen, you know, not that I like when people take advantage of me, because I don't like when people are rude, but I'm learning now that a lot of times spirit stop, come in, and sometimes we get frustrated and we cuss the person who are barging to it in the line and in the traffic. And whole heap of times the spirit do the works for kind of delay we, so that we can meet somebody who we're supposed to meet or avoid some kind of accident. So I've really learned to be in the present and be in the flow and be in the know, so that I can listen to the voice. When me the out, you know, this is why I love move with friends who are very fluid, because when me the out and the spirits and movements are just movements, like me in the hitching thing. You over, so may I say? So do you guys have any questions? I think I've covered most of my ground. I'm definitely going to be going deeper into contacting your spirit guides and stuff like that. I mean, it's just really during your meditation, you can make a conscious effort, just like calling out to somebody. And you can just make a conscious effort to just basically like call out to your spirit guide and ask. I think we have several spirit guides, and also if you're planning to get pregnant, or if you're pregnant, you can also contact the spirit guide of your baby or the guardian angel of your baby as well, and you can get information that way as well. Let me see, I don't really have much time left. and my battery them are done. So I really wanna oh yeah. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope, let me see if I can check the comments. And yes, I'm great. If animals are gravitating to you, then write them down, pay attention. Black tourmaline for protection, yes. Okay, so Rose's Beach Shop at Devon House has crystals as well. Yay, community over competition any day. Even though we have crystals, you can check that out. You can check out Rosie's crystals in Devon House. There's also a crystal shop in Ocherias, I think. You can check online for that. As I said all the time, I'm not in any competition with anybody. I think all of us can survive, all of us can thrive together, and make money together. Like, seriously, you know what I'm saying? So, if you know anybody else that sells crystals in Jamaica, please post it so that the other people can see. And also incenses. So, we're definitely going to be having the wellness hub open next month, yay, on the Labor Day, but we're definitely going to try to be open before that so you can come in. I mean, we're basically ready for opening now, just setting up the place. You know me, I'm a perfectionist self. We're going to be having aura cleansing, aura balancing. We have Zionites as one of our healers. We have Sharon Lashushan as one of our other healers that's going to be working on board with us. Pure top people that we have working with we. Listen, don't play with we. The best of the best for our mystics. We're going to be doing workshops, we're going to be doing classes, we're going to have incenses, crystals, feng shui art, I mean basically vegan cosmetics, we're going to be having everything for your beauty needs, your wellness needs, your health needs, your spiritual needs. We're going to be having spiritual candles. I'm really trying to keep a lot of the stuff Jamaican made, Jamaican based. So if you have a spiritual line that you want me to carry, just hit me up. If you're into candles, as long as it's all natural and I have no chemical in there, we're good to go. If you have a cosmetic line, I'll be more than happy to carry your products. If you have, what else? Just hit me up. Just if you have books, if you have self-help books, healing books that you want me to feature, I'd love to do that as well. Bring your flyers, bring your own business cards. I'm planning to set up a little community area, because it's like a co-op, So I'm gonna have a little area where we're sticking on flyers and we're sticking on different business cards. So when you come to the space, you can network with everybody else. But don't telling us say, I'm not lonely at the top. I'm bringing whoever wants to come, and chew me no one ball and mess up my makeup. That's why it hurt me when people gonna act like I'm human. I'm human. Put that human part there aside. I'm just want everybody to survive. I want everybody to thrive. I want everybody to be happy. That's been my dream. One of my dreams since I was 10 years old. You over me I say, and anybody what I can bring, if you're hungry like me, come eat. Come eat. Come here, I gotta share my food with you. You over me I say, and so yeah, and I'm also going to be wanting people to help me. So I'm going to be looking for people that, want to be into this kind of creativity and creative arts. And also people, the website is up, minkaluv.com, minkaluv.com. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Definitely we're just starting, so I soon add some more clothes, and I soon add some more products, and I soon start blogging and stuff on it. But check that out. You can book your readings through there, you can book your sessions and everything. So we don't really have much time left. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Definitely next week, Wednesday. I don't know how I missed out today, but time is an illusion. So, but yeah, give thanks for tuning in. Enough love, blessings. Thank you guys. Oh, come on, don't have enough space. Why? Oh my God.